We're showing the first of the fortified roofs that have been implemented under the Fortified Roof Grant Program, where we are awarding up to $10,000 per recipient on a first-come, first-served basis through our internet facility at the Department of Insurance for removal of the existing roof and the replacement with a fortified standard roof done by a fortified certified contractor, monitored by fortified certified evaluators, copied verbatim from what's been done in Alabama for the past 5 years.
What is the value of a fortified roof?
Comes with a 20 to 25% State Farm's rating for their discount for fortified roofs is 25%. Alabama is significantly higher than that. And in addition to that significant decrease in homeowners' costs, it also appreciates, according to a recent Guy Carpenter study, the value of a home by 7%. It's transferable upon sale or succession, and is good. It can be renewed every 5 years, subject to an inspection.
We were the one who installed this brand new fortified roof system. Fortified roof system is a sealed roof deck system, hurricane proof. We stand behind them. That's what the only thing we do is fortified roof systems. The way it's sealed on the edges, it's a sealed roof deck system. A traditional roof is not sealed on the perimeter with starter strip. The deck's re-nailed. It's just a sealed roof deck system.
What kind of results have you seen so far?
We've done probably 500 roofs, and we've had 2 call-outs in the last 6 years.
Well, we came out and did a pre-evaluation of the house to see if it qualifies for the grant program. And once we found out that it did, a roofer came out, tailor-made, installed the roof, and we were taking pictures of the install to make sure that we achieved the fortified roof level. Fortified roof is basically making sure that the roof is sealed. So underneath the shingles, there's only so much you can do to keep shingles on a roof. What's underneath the shingles is what matters to us. It's called a sealed roof deck, and if we can keep water and wind and any elements from the storm coming into the house, damaging the house, then we have done our job. It's a long process, but in short, it's an ice and water shield barrier covered the entire decking of the roof underneath the shingles. Most of these homes are existing homes. We're doing re-roofs on all of them. So almost all of these projects are existing homes. Yeah, you have to get down to the plywood, the decking, and you re-nail it and you apply the fortified system to it. It keeps wind and rain and all of the other elements of a storm from penetrating into the house, damaging the contents of the house.
What kind of results have you seen so far?
We have seen great results. This product is all over the place in Alabama, and it's almost code for every jurisdiction over there, and it's just kind of moving west from Mississippi into Louisiana and obviously now into this grant program.
How many fortified roofs have been done so far through the program, and what is the goal?
We have 13 completed, and we have grants awarded to 3,000 folks, the first 1,500 of which were citizens policyholders. That was a decision I made to try to help those folks dealing with a 63% rate increase on their already most expensive way of getting coverage for your home by that state-sponsored market of last resort for those unable to get coverage from the private sector. And those folks got the first 1,500 that were offered online, and after those were done through rounds 1 and 2 and 3, no, 1 and 2, for rounds 3 and 4, we opened it to the public at large and have awarded all of those remaining 1,500 grants that we have funding for already. They're in the process of selecting an evaluator who then goes out, inspects the property for its suitability, appropriateness. The back office part is done confirming the requirement of a homestead exemption, a flood policy if your area requires a flood policy, and a homeowner's policy with wind coverage. That part is done by our office, and the recipient of the grant hires their own evaluator and contractor from list of certified evaluators and certified contractors, 80 of which we have. Mr. Taylor here today, who did this first home to be completed, has done 5 of those first 13 homes that have been through the entire process and now have in place a fortified roof.
My roof was it was going to be about 15 years old at the time that I applied for the grant, and I had a lot of insurance agencies that didn't want to even give me a quote until I got a new roof. So it was like, well, I'll have to start looking into it. And about a week or two later, after it was time for me to getting close to time to renew my insurance, I got some emails about the Fortified Roofing grant, and it was very detailed into what you had to do, and I applied, and it just all fell into place real quick, and it was very easy, very informative, and just wonderful. It was a wonderful experience.
How do you feel about the work that's been done?
100%. I can't, the contractors from start to finish, everything was just wonderful. It was a fabulous, the work on my home was marvelous. I can't praise them enough.
What's your recommendation to other people, other homeowners regarding fortifying their roofs?
Apply for the grant, get as much information as you can, and be prepared to go online and get your information and get qualified. See if you get qualified. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful program.
With a change in administration coming up after the first of the year, what is your recommendation to the administration and to the legislature regarding the future of this program?
I would strongly urge continuation of the program with funding, and I've met with Commissioner-elect Tim Temple and urged him to ask the legislature to allow his excess revenues. We are a totally self-supporting department. We live off of and operate entirely from the fees we charge the industry for regulating it. And generally that has grown over the years to the point where it now generates about $12 million a year in over and above the cost of our budget of $33 million. And I suggested to him that he go to the legislature with a bill to semi-permanently budget the annual grant program through the reversion money that has in the past flowed to the general fund for operations of state government.
How can people get more information about the program?
Our website. We have a link on our website to the Fortified program, and it is possible we'll have additional leftover grants to generate an additional round of offerings, but not 700, perhaps 100, maybe 150, who do not end up having the homestead exemption or the flood insurance or the homeowner's insurance that's required. It does not apply to mobile homes or condos and other such requirements. We anticipate that there will be there were 50 of these, of the ones we've been through so far, that did not meet all of the requirements. So we added those 50 to the last round of awarded grants, and we anticipate another 100 to 150 that we'll be offering before the end of the year. And so mindful of that, look to the website for the link to Fortified Homes, www.ldi.la.gov. LDI, Louisiana Department of Insurance, .la.gov.